you still stand in awe
Let's
at the
go. Let's
size of
go.
this place. We're at AT&T Stadium.
You ready,
Welcome
Cole?
to Arlington,
Yeah,
Texas.
let's see what's let's do it. See what I'm talking about. That's America's team, man.
Ball teed
Yeah.
up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Malik Hooker with the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Hey, 43.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And his defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. That was Micah Parsons making that play. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Malik Hooker with the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Kelce makes the catch. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Here's a toss, left side to Pacheco. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Man in motion here. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs.
Easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Yellow.
To the air, Mahomes. The throw is caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So now here's 3rd and 5. Another throw for Mahomes. Has it down close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And we continue to await our opening score of this ballgame.
In that close, those are supposed to be money in the bank, cha-ching. And it's always a little surprising and stunning to see one miss.
I thought I was
You
on
can
the
bet on
college.
sideline. They were counting on having those 3 points.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, kill. 26.
First down, here's Dak. Finds the in route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Running it after the penalty. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the Cowboys, who are facing 2nd and 14.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Yeah, 26.
Play action, Prescott. He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. The intended target there was C.D. Lamb. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. 34 yards on that punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Yellow. 15.
The give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 47. Has a man, it's Brown. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes now. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Throwing it just before halftime. They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they have this well into the red zone now
Oh,
at the 15.
shit, I wasn't paying attention.
That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. This is taken in at the 13. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Back to the well again. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hey, kill.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 47-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves him with 3rd down and 5. They're going play action. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Yeah, here we go.
Looking to throw. That's Lamb running a slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost him the possession.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. This one finds Kelsey. And he gets him around 6 there. Malik Hooker with the tackle.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Come back!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Yellow, come back!
So after 3, we're still waiting on our first score of the contest. Somehow this game is still scoreless as we get set for our final quarter. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal.
Hey, 57.
They'll run Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Straight ahead they go with P-Ron. And he gets in, touchdown! The Chiefs take a 4th quarter lead. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Reed now to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31.
Yeah, here we go!
Plowing up the middle. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Offense up to the line fast.
Hey, kill!
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds a seam down the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll run here on first down. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Working quickly here. Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys losing by 7. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Yeah, here we go.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
Yeah! Here we go.
Now to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Looking to throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll look to throw it. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7.
Good drive, good drive.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Setting up to pass. He lofts it deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard-fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, did they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Cowboys 7.
Reed now to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs make the play that should win
game,
this
good
game.
game.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. final timeout taken by the Cowboys. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Yellow. Hey, yellow. Hey, go. Right side.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
21, Cowboys 7.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40.
Hey, here we go. Kill. 26.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
At the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Going to 54. 26.
Dak now from the gun. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Going to 53.
First down, here's Dak. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
17. At the Chiefs' 49-yard line.
26.
Trying again following the sack. Putting the body on the line for his team. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. Well, as they celebrate to the boos of the home crowd, I'm sure you're having flashbacks, buddy. It's got to be music to their ears hearing those fans voice their displeasure.
It is so sweet, Kate, when you win on the road for a couple reasons. Yeah, I do remember.